What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and I'm upset. I was halfway asleep. I wake up to my roommate telling me that my car got hit. I'm gonna show you guys a picture. So instead of being sad, mopey face, I decided instead that we're just gonna play out some Runeterra. I'm 40 LP from getting out of. I think this is bronze 1. Just gonna be spamming this deck. This deck is the most consistent deck that I have. I think because I have all the pieces to it. So I think this is the best way to get over the sad blues. All right, so we're going against a just a Kalista deck. Lately, I've been seeing people with like 5 champions in their deck. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Definitely going to be mulliganing all this. I probably don't need this either, to be honest. Kalista deck, like a mono thing, I feel like there's nothing I'll need to really pull. I'll keep it though. Ooh, that's a good start. When you see Jettison, you be happy. Outside of all the negativity, the sadness, the silliness, the car was parked, just so you guys know. I was not in the vehicle when it got hit. So there's that. You know, nothing too crazy about that. I'll probably do its own like separate video explaining everything and all that other nonsense, but I just wanted a game. What I like to do here is to just use these. Yes, I'll do it, and I want to do a video on that too. How to actually navigate deep, like, and how to navigate this deck. It's actually a little bit not as crazy as you think, but one of the big things I will say is to just use those as quick as you can. There's no reason of holding them in your hand. Yes, you can like hold on to them and catch people off guard with the crazy sea monster play, and it's oh, we actually found something to pull. Oh, how funny. Ironically funny. There's nothing he can do with 2 mana. Actually, there is. He can whisper thing me, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna do now, or else he wouldn't attack. But I guess he'll just lose the spell mana, which is I'm kind of okay with that as well. I'm trying to think also if he had 3, he could do the revive, but he didn't do that either. Like, Kalista's okay to actually ungive. Had another one, so he didn't care. Not the best way to do that, by the way, but I guess, you know, he didn't care. So now what's good is that we have tons of follow-up to play after this. And ally summon 2 saplings. That's not bad. Actually, that's perfect. I did think about using this card, kill an ally, but you kind of run into not having that much to actually play off of that. We're just gonna go with this. He's obviously gonna pull. I'm assuming he's gonna pull Malphite. And if he has similar play like this, then he'll do it over and over again. Like, he'll do it again. He can only pull him once. He can also pull it and then give it like the Mark of the Isles. That could be the play. And he's doing this to force the level up. So I'm assuming he's gonna pull that, and then he's not leveled up at that point. He would level up if I block this, but as you guys know my deck, I really don't need to. Wait, who? Oh, the sapling died. So I should have blocked that anyway. But I do like to keep his health up because he can actually black spear me. And I like to keep that open. Okay, so now he's going with the Balma. Okay, he has a little spicy deck here. How far are we from deep? See, 18, and that's why I just like to use those things as quick as I can. We do have the insta snipe. We can just vengeance kill it right now. I kind of like that. I can also do that next turn, and there's really no necessarily. I actually got both my vengeance. Usually they get milled from the drop. So we will get 1 pull with this. And that's cool. I think I want to go with this because it helps me draw. Also lets me see what else he has in his deck. I'm predicting that he has like 1 more thing. Which is also cool about this. As oh yeah, by the way, I went deep. Forgot. I was completely forget that would bring me into deep. Nice. So the reason why I did that is that now this thing will come out every time Kalista gets proc. Now we know that this is his second one, and he's very likely running Rekindler. Doesn't change what we're doing though. Do that, and then we're gonna hooky you. Easy day, easy life. 6 damage. I really don't care about it, just to get the draw. The burst, these. Shark Chariot is for the thing. Now, what he'll have to do is that he's gonna have to immediately attack me. This would just mill an additional 2. I'm already deep though. So doing this right now would just be to pretty much try to get a champion in my hand. Nautilus is available next turn if I do get him, but it would mess up my Vengeance play. I'm gonna hold on to the mana. I think that's technically smarter because we don't need to play him next turn. We might draw into Nautilus, or we draw into this. If he's smart, he opens attacks here. Because he's gonna get 5/4, additional 6/6. That's fair, and the little thing. That's perfect. Now, what else can he do here? Now, what I could do here is that he's linked to this one, right? So technically, I can block this with the 6/6, kill this straight out, and then they'll both die. He can boost this up in some shape or way or form, but he'd have to do that, you know. So that's our line of play. I'm not gonna also blow up my Maokai here. We're risking taking 9. I might have to risk it, unfortunately. Technically, it would be better to block this. Because this is gonna just die. At least I get some damage out on that. That could make a difference later on. I don't know if she dies with the bonded enemy die too. No, I don't think that's how it works. So she loses her protection. We still take 9 damage. I definitely didn't want to do that. That's a little bit too much damage.
Protect our grove.
See what he does. This is gonna be Rekindler. He probably did that because he has Rekindler. I'm almost not 110% sure, but most likely sure he has Rekindler. No, a spell. Wrath of the Undying. That's why I really didn't want to give up my health, because that's why you put yourself in the 3. But his hand is pretty low. We can actually, if I'm not mistaken, Maokai is now activated, right? So he actually did that pretty smart. And now it's activated. Unfortunately, we do have this beast of a card that all of us get fearsome, and then we lower the attack when we attack. Is that the right play though? I can also play 2 of these 7/7s and then force him to block. This thing can't block. Me attacking now would force him to block. Oh, he just would block with that. Let's see, because he can also insta-kill me too, right? We have to be mindful of that. Salvage would be... No, I didn't put the other thing in there. Salvage would be to try to draw Maokai, honestly. My other Maokai, to mill his deck. I play this and see how it goes. He could also Ruination right now if he wants to. That's an option. If he does that, he gets the 4/4. Uses the Scribe. Okay, it doesn't tell me exactly what he gets back. I think the smart thing here would be to just hit with this. He'll very likely block with the 6/6 or let one of these things. If he's smart, I would just let the 2/3 die, honestly. I'm gonna do this because we can actually just draw into Maokai. The possibility here, yeah, let the 2/3. I'm just kind of doing it for the heal, if I'm being honest. You can still do that. Wraith. Oh, okay. That was up his sleeve. I'm gonna give that back. it's kind of forcing me to play a unit here because if he were to full attack on me, I can only block one of them, and then I would take 3 damage, and I don't want that to happen. I think the still smart thing here would be to just play this. Mills those 2. Like I said, it can't mill a champion, so I'm going to get Maokai, very likely Nautilus as well. Okay. So I could have did that first. It was by turn to attack. That might have been what causes me to lose there. Might have been, not necessarily. Get Thresh. Does he open attack here for what? 4 damage, potentially more? Going for the draw. I wish I could just slam down my, just instantly slam Maokai out, but that's not how that works. That's fine. His hand was pretty empty, and that's why it was really good for him to keep that Maokai play out. With his current hand state, I have to take an attack. I think that can't block that. Well, I can block that, right? I'm gonna play Maokai.
I am the forest.
Just so he hopefully doesn't. He lost his other Callista. We can still play some other stuff after this. I can't play Nautilus after this. The Nautilus would have kind of opened up some of my other plays, but I'm fine with this because I can still block his 6/6 here.
Oh, fresh soil.
That's actually very dangerous. He hooks these 2, and then he can still sneak through. I just need something big enough to block that, pretty much. Now, if I played Nautilus first, then this would have been like pretty much free. I think Thresh is still like the best option here. I think this is technically the better option because it's just a bigger body. Okay. That's interesting. I don't see the... Why did he do that?
To spread their leaves.
I'm pretty much obligated to throw Nautilus down to replenish my deck.
The water rises.
Also gives me this Riptide thing. Now we have a couple extra cards in our deck. Very strong cards at that. So he could Ruination if he kept it somehow with me milling his whole deck. Skitterer, I guess. So we can hook one, and then the other ones pretty much go to town, right? I can send one of these back to his deck, which I could just send the Valmau back to his deck right now. Even the Crocodile is something that he probably doesn't want to send back to his deck. This thing also has Fearsome too. The Ruination is still out on the table though. So I think attacking here is just the best option. He's gonna pull this. Well, no. Attack with these first. I'll just pull this off to the side. I'm gonna attack with Maokai, there's no reason to. I don't have really what spells outside of Vengeance to keep my mana. I think I want to keep my 6/6 alive. I'm gonna bounce this thing back. He still has Vengeance activated. He can Ruination after this, so he just has to survive this attack. That also put a Nautilus back in my deck when I use that, so that's fine. We have plenty of things to fight his Fearsome. Wait, is he running it regularly? Maybe duplicate, I don't remember. Oh well. That's not Ruination, it's something else. Atrocity. Is it Atrocity? Atrocity is 6 mana. Which he could use on this and I would lose. If that was the case, he would have just used it. Is he running it? Oh no, he's running off. Okay, 4 cards left in his deck. I just put a card back in his deck.
And so, life springs anew.
What is that other card you were holding, sir? Oh, it's a spider. That's why that's 7. That would have actually been a crazy lethal for him. This is kind of a dangerous card for me to play. Okay. If he tries the atrocity, I'm gonna just throw it back in his deck, so as long as we keep the mana up for that, we should be safe.
Life starts small.
I'm full board, huh?
The seas awaken.
I should have just probably took out Maokai at that point. He already did his job. Alright, so now this thing won't be able to block, this thing won't be able to block, and we should be in a put. Yeah, I should have just taken out Maokai. I mean, he is giving me the free things. I guess that is a good thing. Technically, hitting with Maokai here is free damage. Because I'm just gonna hook. Hook that. Hook that. Then he has to like scurge through this to block. He has to block with like the big things. He can try to block this. I feel like it's just gonna be useless for him. I also still have 2 spells to use. So now these 2 things can't block. Yeah, he has to block that. You can't use the fierces for this. These 2 things would only hit this. I think we got him. Not lethal. Well, oh no, that is lethal. So I did that correctly. Okay. That is lethal. What is that card in his hand? Oh well. Good. See? Alright, we got an Ez Karma deck. It's nice to see the old school stuff. Oh wow, this guy's in silver. Hey. Am I playing that good? It's like, yo, there's no one left in bronze for you, bro. Alright, so I'm gonna bounce both of those back. And especially because they have low health. This is probably gonna be a big test for my deck, honestly. Up, he's a money spender too. Uh-oh. This deck is gonna be fine-tuned by the gods. Now, the issue with this deck is that he can ping, like, Mystic Shot takes care of this guy. And he can probably ping this depending on what he has. He has Deny open. This card is debated my oh my god, now I really wish that I kept my pull. This card's really good. It's stupid how good it is. It's actually why I want to make a Ionian deck like Lee Sin, maybe Lee Sin, Bilgewater, and like Fizz, like have both of them together on some nonsense. I think Vi is in Damask? Something like that. Hoping that I mill my deck to the point where I draw Maokai next turn. That's why we do that, by the way. You mill as much as you can. I mean, toss is the correct terminology. You toss as much as you can so that you draw your champions. And that's why I think I want to see this deck. Like, these I think are all Bilgewater, right? No, this is Bilgewater, these are 2 Shadow Isles. You'll have to pick one of the 2. If you're gonna use Maokai, then you're gonna obviously see, look, 3 damage, right? 3 damage kills my Abyssal Eye, kills a lot of stuff. Like, having that power over my deck is very, very strong. And that was just within his spell mana. He can play another spell right now, and then that would give him his free dragon, which I think is ethereal.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
It's ethereal, right? I think it doesn't stay a lot. Yeah. So I feel like maybe you can go Ionian and then go Shadow Isles, and then maybe you can do some weird stuff. I have to play this next turn. I think this is a little bit smarter to do. Then we just play this on the next turn. It's gonna give him a stupid eye thing. I can't really do anything about it. Did we get it? Okay, we got Maokai. Cool. So Maokai's still at risk, like I said. But if I could even just get a smidge of tossing from him, it'd be super worth it. Is it free when he goes in? No, he still has to pay for it. Okay, that's decently nice. I might just use it on the 2-1. I don't blame him. Next turn we Maokai into Aristocrat. He might just hit with the face. Oh yeah, just kill the minion. I don't blame him. Oh, it's gonna be a rough match.
I put my spirits on my fists.
I wish he didn't fight at all. And now he has the opportunity to get 2 of these stupid things. Ugh. Okay, hopefully he lets me drop this so I can at least get some type of mill going. He might have, oh, you know what? That is a mistake. That's the thing I need to like navigate a little bit better. He could have a thermogenic beam. I don't play around that like all. I don't play against Piltover that often either. Okay, so he can actually trigger his thing now if he really wants to.
That's an egg.
It lets me get 1 trigger off of Maokai. I'm just gonna weaken these stupid things. It's only 2 of them, but he's gonna get so much value out of it. Luckily, I'm not necessarily trying to like kill him with my early game. I'm not really trying to do that, so it's just some damage. Even getting maybe weakening his elusive would be not that bad, but these things create so much extra value for him. It's kind of stupid. We kind of need Maokai to get activated and hopefully mill his karmas. See how dumb that is? You see the stupid. And see, he's just gonna throw those out. He doesn't care. And now with Ez, he's actually gonna be able to get 1 free spell. It's almost forcing me to play what's it called here. Now we know that we now have the other Maokai in hand, so I can safely go here and block both of those. It kind of can screw me over, right? So let's not risk Maokai. I can risk that though, because he can like do 2 damage to me when he can Mystic Shot it, and then I don't have the chance to heal it because of the way the spell speed works. Then he's gonna heal back up. Turn 6 though. We're on a clock. I think it's good to play this. It's immediately tosses. Outside of these that take a little bit longer to toss. Good. We're already deep. He's at 19. 6 more cards. This is 4 right here. Mystic Shot. Gonna probably go to the 3-2. I'm almost certain. 1 Mystic Shot there. And then Static. I guess just to hit my cards. Makes me kind of want to just use this. And then my Maokai will heal back up. He kills this, I'm at 20. Oh, wait. Actually... when he kills those monsters, it's actually going to be good for me. I should have him activated now. Kills that, and then Maokai activates. Cool. Praying that we mill his karmas. Now the crappy part is that the puff caps, we have 8 puff caps, 9 cards, so we might take a big hit. That there's a big possibility here. Maokai's gonna regenerate now. And I already used his other thing. I don't feel the necessary. I'd rather bank the mana. Just because we have the toss speed. Nautilus most likely will be coming out soon. Nope, didn't get him. Unfortunate. Alright. So now he's on a little bit of a clock. He can't do any extra draw things. He has to be very careful with his mana. We're definitely gonna just try to take this thing out. Lower his very annoying value that he keeps doing. I have no desire to play my Abyssal Eye. At least not in the beginning. I'd rather give him the initiative and then he can maybe do something so I can play this and feel safe about it. But now he's on a timer. At worst, as you can see, we might take 8 damage out of nowhere, which is kind of scary because I'm assuming he has something. He's at 5 out of 8 targeting. He might target this with another static thing. That draws him a card though. He saves this thing. Now he has 3 mana, so now we can actually play some stuff now. And the other bad thing about if he gets Karma out is that Karma can like use her own self as a spell or use Ezreal as a spell and just keep filling the deck over and over again with the copies of the same card. Going to the face. I respect it. Now these 2 things die. He's gonna get the 2 things back. We should be fine overall. And I think that tossing does mess up the puff caps. I can't confirm or deny that. I'm pretty certain of it. Let's put a Maokai back in my deck. I kind of don't want that to happen. Gonna play that for an extra blocker. We need to just not die. Praying for Nautilus. Give us thine Nautilus. Look how much value this is. Oh my god, that's like the worst card.
I don't miss.
He's 7 out of 8 right now. He could wombo combo us though. That is a possibility for him still to do. Right now he just needs to target one thing. Because he can target us right now, right? Level it up. Once he levels it up and then blow his like whole load next turn. I have no way of really healing right now. And drawing, I'm putting myself at risk because of the way the puff caps work. I really hope that if you toss cards that the puff caps wouldn't work like that. Because they're supposed to be attached to certain cards. So he goes for that. He knows I'm going to block that without a shadow of a doubt. This is just real estate. This is a free block as well. I don't really have to risk my Maokai for any reason. But what is he going to do to save his Ezreal? Sun. So Ez doesn't generate a card. Ez does level up here though. That would be another thing if I can Nautilus bounce him. Oh man, I'm so scared.
Check me out.
All right. So he needs 7 spells. He needs to cast 7 spells. He's gonna be casting 1 for the round though. So take that risk. I don't think it's smart. Actually, I'd rather toss more cards than anything. See, look. Oh, so it did work. See, look. I had 7, right? So I took out 5 puff caps from my deck. So that actually does work. It is official, guys. It's official, boys. Tossing does take puff caps. Super mega counter. I also think now if that's the case, I might as well... No, can I lose actually if I do that? Technically, I should have more whatchamacallits in there. Nautilus. Nautilus should be at least 2 of the cards. But they could toss the other 2 and then give me 2 Nautiluses, and then I think I lose on draw. So not doing that. Perfect thing here is that it's my turn. I have no way to heal myself. We know that. So don't we just go for the kill? Pretty sure we just go for the kill.
The water rises.
If he has enough mana to pay, what is that, 7 spells right now? What am I really supposed to do here? I can't do anything. That's the Ezreal combo. He's out of cards, so I could just end turn spam, I guess. That's another option. He is out of cards, so at the end of this match here, you know, but he can still do his thing. So, but I'm assuming some of the cards in his hand are not spells. They're not all spells. That deck would die if it worked like that. He has some cards in there, like actual champions in there as well. Also, this, oh yeah, duh, the spells that he has can also do damage to my face. Okay. So he's gonna bounce that back to the hand. It might be too late actually. Because now you just left your skills open. Alright, so boom. Boom. That's 19 damage right there. Because I'm definitely hooking the Ezreal.
I refuse to wilt.
And I'm not gonna give him a chance to play it. Because that's 2 spells right there they would have got for a 1. Even though this thing costs 4, so he would have 4 and then he would have had 2 more after that. Still would have been hard for him to do. He could still mitigate this damage though. I don't know how. I guess kill this. Maybe he has the static. No, if he plays that static shock, he has no withdrawal. 2 cards. Rummage. And then he dies. I'm like, rummage into what? So scared. Good. Yo, Nautilus. It's like he decked himself out. Good. That's what I like to see. Okay, we got another one. Every time I've seen this, this must be a famous deck. It's always this. It's Demacia, Shadow Owls, and it's no champions. And it's this silly, crazy little rush deck that just pisses me off. Alright, so bouncing this, I kind of want to keep this up. Maybe I should keep this. Anything that has like 1 drop. I'm going to kind of keep both of those. I normally don't do that. I'm trying to make an adjustment. Show growth. Is that I'm kind of concerned by the amount of rushing that he's going to do. There might be one good priority target that might come out, and there might be a target that I can sweep. But from what I saw before, it's like a Demacia. I think it's Demacia deck mostly, and it just pressures the hell out of you.
Vessel small, but she ain't lacking courage. What does he want from me?
What do you want from me? But the decks that I always beat, or when I see 5 champions, I'm like, yeah, this guy just put everything in his deck. Though I think that that won't completely work. It's just that a lot of the cards that are in the game, synergize, like the champions synergize with the deck. So like drawing, if you were to have a whole hand of them, you probably would lose, like pretty much. Like, yeah, MF can help Gangplank, and you know, sometimes they kind of work, they can help each other out, but most of the time you need other cards. So you don't want like, what is that, 6 champions and they're all like different things, like single combat. Oh my god, that's how I lost. So a guy, it wasn't a match obviously I have recorded. A guy I was playing, he kept killing my Maokai, and it was with this deck. He just kept killing it because he got a minion that had 5 attack, and then he just kept killing it every single time. single combat. But he just wasted one. So I'm kind of happy to see that one. But as you can see, one really important thing here is that we are super behind on our deeps and actually like lowering our deck. So this will be an interesting match because I'm ixnaying on that, right? I'm stalling that aspect out to just kind of play out my cards. And after turn 4, you can, you know, you still have these really strong cards that are doing okay, but we're so far away from deep. So Makai will help us get there a little bit, but he's going to be a little bit slow. I think we just... free damage! Another important thing to note, Thresh, I think will only pull Maokai.
Virtue guides me.
That's fine. We will literally insta kill that. Cause this thing, anything with tough is just a pain in my ass. I might even just insta attack with it, but this is not Demacia. Definitely Demacia. This is not Ionia. So I have 9 mana, so I can play something for 2. Good stuff. I can play something for 2. Looks around, has something for 2. So we let him attack. If not, then we just I guess we're just fine. I can just kill it outright right now, but if he spends a little bit more mana, because it makes it say, oh, I don't have anything. Kind of want him to spend a little bit more mana. Oh, that was going to be my free block. Yeah, we're going to kill that outright. There's a few things he can do. I just don't care. You can't play another one. This costs 5. You can play some other stuff outside of it. Maybe Remembrance or something. How's he going to save it? Or is he going to Glimpse Beyond? You can just say, well, it's going to die anyway. Let me draw 2 cards. That's a really good thing in that deck. Either who, I still get a tick out of it. Either he's saving it in some way, shape, or form, but there's no fast or burst speed thing that I think saves that outside of him just using it for extra draw.
I'm tired of waiting.
Single combat. He opts to kill this though. Kind of curious about that. Why not kill Maokai? Oh, you know what? Well, he's not gonna lose champions outside if Maokai dies, but Maokai generates a lot of like synergy for my deck. I would think you'd want to kill it. You're so far away, so I kind of want to get some things that are. Oh, this is a lot of mana. That deck shouldn't have access to elusives, so let's play this elusive. It will help us draw cards. We'll get free attacks off. Fun stuff. But as you can see, he could have also used single combat to kill Maokai, and he just opted not to. You know, his line of play, he knows his deck better than I do, hopefully. Maybe I should have played, what was this? This is a 5 cost. I could have actually played the Beast Below and has access to the Withering Whale, but as you can see, our health is pretty good. And Withering Whale just gives him that, you know, just gives him access to that. Again, that really does nothing for us. We can care less. Gonna hit with that, and now he gave us this as a target, so we'll just swoop that in. Nice and easy. 2 things will, well, 1 thing will die. Maokai's gonna love that. Or are you doing something else? Atrocity. Not using that for some late game leap. But then he had to blow a really good card just to not have to deal with that. Okay. I can actually use the toss here, but our hand is actually really good. And I like the option of having Ruination if I really need it. And again, the Withering Rail. So once we're at 3 mana banked, I'm kind of happy. And we always have a card to play as well. I kind of like that we always have a card to play to use Maokai's effect. So he may open attack here. If he open attacks, he definitely gets 5 damage off. I won't contest it. You got it. This is why the decks that have vulnerable and things like that are really good. Super good. this card will be a really hard thing for him to deal with. I don't have other sea monsters, but him himself, he wouldn't be able to block it. Pretty hefty too, but he just attacked. We're gonna go with the safer play. There we go. Slowly but surely. Surely? Surely. Oh god. Get some of these cards out of my hand. Definitely want to. I'll probably play the Beast Below here too. So when I play this, okay. Oh, I'm about to say, doesn't he just purely gets a rally, so he gets another attack here if he wants it. I guess. It's weird that he did that because I technically would be able to vengeance it unless he's maybe I build it already. So I'm just gonna go with that. I can chump block it, so I'm not exactly sure why he did that. I guess just to have the 7/7 on the field to say, you know, for bragging rights. Maybe did it for bragging rights. Can we trick him though? Draw 4 cards. We are 4 away. I could technically somewhat trick him. Not really trick him really, but fight. Okay. Boom, boom. What do we get? Nautilus? Come on, right from the water, Naut. Ah. There we go. Perfect block for us. We don't care about the premium whatsoever. Maokai at 16, 17. This card is irrelevant. It's super irrelevant. We're gonna we're gonna apply some pressure with our lovely Terror of the Tides.
The seas awaken.
Now he is Demacia, so he does have access to whatchamacallit? Judgment. Ooh. Damn, you a regular. Look at that. It looks like it's like a Jinx card. I don't think that stops me from attacking you though. Pretty sure it doesn't. It's still a 6/5. And we're gonna get some healing here. Now this is 8 cost, so technically he can play another one of her, Rally. But I still have big monsters up. He's actually died to the Beast Below as well, so. This is looking like we're gonna get to Silver 4, or 5, or whatever number they do first. Looking pretty good. Looking good, looking good. Oh, is that when it's summoned, right? Oh, I like it, I like it. So even worse, here. I'll block your big old Tiana with a freaking... And now it has the health too. Fun. So I'll just block with that. And I'll just heal. We're back at 19. Interesting play. Funny that I never seen that play before. Like it's very usually when she comes out, it's like a win. Nah, he purified my Terror of the Tides. Card in the deck. We are 3 off. Love this card. This card, by the way, it is. I've tested it as well. That card does come back. Okay. That's the problem with a lot of big cards. They just... They kind of come out, right? They're really big, but they just can be blocked by a 1/1. That's why I think like Gangplank and a lot of the other... Not just Gangplank, but Inferior, they have these cards with Overwhelm. A lot better. I did intentionally leave this up so when it dies, it draws a card. Kind of ruining his little strategy there. And now that we played this, we now have treasures in the deck, so we can toss them and then they will grow up. they'll grow up. They'll go straight to our hand, which is phenomenal. We can also, now we get a free blocker each turn. There goes his rally play again. Again, we will just jump block it. Like, I don't get it. We're gonna jump block it again, but now if he attacks me with anything else, we'll kill it, and then he'll be open for a huge attack. Enough to probably end the game. He has one card left in his hand though. Gonna ally to. Oh, so what did he get out of that? Oh, beautiful. I wonder if he is that plant. Does that come out of that all the time? Nice. I'm genuinely impressed. Doesn't matter. We still jump block. We still jump block you to death. It's sad. It's really sad. All right, so. These two actually kill each other. That's a vibe. You're not even a sea monster anymore, which is weird. Like, he's not even deep anymore. I find that weird. He should still be a sea monster, so he should still get the bonus of being deep, but I guess he loses everything, right? There we go. Now the only one left is just you, baby girl. And if you play another card, I will hook that too.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Nautilus? Ayy. I don't think we need him though. So we hook her to the side, right?
I refuse to wilt.
What you got? Oh, you know what? You can have Judgment if it's not milled. Judgment is an option here. Ooh. I was about to say that actually might be lethal. I was like, wait, can he do that twice? One, I have more than 14 health, but it kills the thing when you use it. So. I was about to say. I get nervous. I get nervous sometimes.
Heal these isles.
And maybe that's why we were bronze. You have to stop giving a fuck. Silver 4, ladies and gentlemen. So that is going to be it for this lovely video. We went from bronze up into silver, pretty much exclusively playing this deck. This is the only deck that I've been playing. That's why I kind of want to do a analysis on the deck to kind of like talk about how to use the deck in depth, not just like be talking about it, unless you guys think that that's, you know, unnecessary. I feel like I can talk more in depth, specifically like outside of matches or showing specific match examples of how the deck is supposed to work, how toss is supposed to be utilized. I say it a lot, but maybe it'd be easier if I was not playing a match and trying to talk about it at the same time. You let me know. You guys let me know. I know it's a long video. Thank you guys so much for whoever stayed this long into the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate that. I should say that in the beginning of the video. I'm just a bad person. And I'll be all right with the car as well. The guy's insurance should be playing that as well. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.